A fun day with my family. Today, I want to write about a fun day I had with my family. Family time is very important to me. And I always enjoy the moments we spend together. This weekend, we decided to do something special. And it turned out to be a wonderful day filled with laughter and joy. Planning our family day. A few days ago, my parents and I talked about what we wanted to do on Saturday. We realized that we hadn't spent much time together lately. Because everyone had been busy with work and school. My mom suggested that we plan a family day, where we could enjoy each other's company and do something fun. After discussing different ideas, we decided to go to the zoo. I love animals, and the zoo is always a great place to see them up close. My younger brother, Jake, also loves animals, so we knew he would be excited. We made plans to leave early in the morning, so that we could have a full day of fun. Waking up early. On Saturday morning, I woke up early, feeling excited about our trip to the zoo. I quickly got dressed and had breakfast. My mom made pancakes, which are one of my favorite breakfasts. I enjoyed my meal while talking to my family about the animals we wanted to see at the zoo. After breakfast, I packed a small backpack with snacks, water, and my camera. I wanted to take pictures of the animals and capture our special day. Jake was also getting ready, and I could hear him talking about the animals he wanted to see, especially the lions and giraffes. Heading to the zoo. Once everyone was ready, we got into the car and headed to the zoo. The drive was pleasant, and we listened to music while chatting about our plans for the day. I felt happy and excited to spend time with my family. As we drove, I looked out the window and admired the scenery. The trees were changing colors for autumn, and the weather was perfect. The sun was shining, and it felt warm outside. I knew it would be a great day to visit the zoo. Arriving at the zoo. When we arrived at the zoo, I was amazed by how many people were there. Families, kids, and couples were all excited to see the animals. We parked the car and walked toward the entrance. I could already hear the sounds of the animals and the cheerful voices of children. After buying our tickets, we entered the zoo. The first thing I saw was a big map of the zoo. We gathered around the map to plan our route. I wanted to make sure we visited all the animal exhibits, especially the elephants and the monkeys. Visiting the animal exhibits. Our first stop was the elephant exhibit. As we walked over, I could see the elephants in the distance. They were huge and majestic. Jake was so excited he started jumping up and down. When we reached the exhibit, we watched the elephants playing with water and splashing each other. It was so much fun to see them having a good time. Next, we moved to the monkey enclosure. The monkeys were swinging from branches and playing with each other. They were so playful and funny. We laughed as we watched them. One monkey even made a funny face at us, and we all burst into laughter. I took some pictures of the monkeys to remember the moment. Learning about animals. As we explored the zoo, we stopped at various exhibits to learn more about the animals. There were signs with interesting facts about each animal, and my parents took the time to read them. I enjoyed learning new things, like how long certain animals live and what they eat. We visited the reptile house, where we saw snakes, lizards, and turtles. I was a bit scared of the snakes, but I was also fascinated. My dad explained how some snakes are harmless and play an important role in the ecosystem. I felt more comfortable learning about them. Eating lunch together. After a few hours of exploring the zoo, we decided to take a break and have lunch. There was a picnic area with tables, and we found a nice spot to sit. My mom unpacked the snacks we had brought, including sandwiches, fruit, and cookies. It was a lovely picnic, and the food tasted great. While we ate, we talked about our favorite animals and what we had seen so far. Jake said his favorite was the giraffe because of its long neck. I agreed that giraffes are amazing creatures. My mom suggested that we visit the giraffe exhibit next, and everyone excitedly agreed. Visiting the giraffes. After lunch, we headed to the giraffe exhibit. As we approached, I could see the giraffes towering over everything. They were so tall and graceful. We watched them reach for leaves on the trees with their long tongues. At the exhibit, there was a feeding area where we could buy special food to feed the giraffes. I decided to buy some food because I wanted to have the experience of feeding them. When it was my turn, I held out the leaves, and a giraffe came over to eat. I was amazed at how gentle they were. The giraffe's tongue felt rough, but I loved every moment of it. Taking photos. After feeding the giraffes, we took a lot of pictures together. I wanted to capture the memories of this fun day. We posed with the giraffes in the background, and my parents took pictures of us. We were all smiling and having a great time. I also took some close-up pictures of the giraffes. Their patterns and features were beautiful. I wanted to remember this special moment, and I couldn't wait to share the photos with my friends. Exploring more exhibits. Once we finished at the giraffe exhibit, we continued to explore other areas of the zoo. We visited the big cat exhibit, where we saw lions and tigers. The lions were lounging in the sun, looking regal and powerful. The tigers were more active, playing and running around their enclosure. We also went to see the penguins. They were waddling and splashing in the water, and it made us laugh. I loved how cute and clumsy they looked. Watching them was a highlight of our visit. Enjoying the zoo train. Before leaving the zoo, we decided to take a ride on the zoo train. The train goes around the zoo, giving us a chance to relax and see more animals. We hopped on the train and enjoyed the ride while taking in the sights. It was a nice way to end our adventure. While riding the train, we spotted some animals we hadn't seen before, like the zebras and kangaroos. It was fun to learn about them as the train conductor shared interesting facts during the ride. Ending the day. After the train ride, we knew it was almost time to go home. We took one last stroll through the gift shop, where I found some cute animal-themed souvenirs. I bought a small plush giraffe to remind me of the fun day I had. My parents also bought a few postcards and magnets for our refrigerator. As we walked back to the car, I reflected on the wonderful day we had. The zoo was filled with amazing animals, and I loved spending time with my family. I felt grateful for the experience and the memories we created together. Returning home. On the drive home, we talked about our favorite parts of the day. I said that feeding the giraffe was the most exciting moment for me, while Jake said that seeing the lions was his favorite. My parents shared their thoughts too, and it felt nice to relive the day's adventures together. When we arrived home, I felt tired but happy. I hugged my family and thanked them for such a great day. I couldn't wait to share the pictures and stories with my friends at school. Reflecting on family time. As I sit down to write about my day, I realize how important family time is. I love making memories with my family and having fun together. Visiting the zoo was a great way to bond and enjoy each other's company. I also appreciate the opportunity to learn about animals and nature. Each visit to the zoo teaches me something new, and I love discovering different creatures from around the world. Looking forward to more adventures. I am looking forward to more family adventures in the future. I hope we can visit more places, like museums or parks. I believe that spending time together creates strong family bonds and beautiful memories. In conclusion, my trip to the zoo was an unforgettable experience. I had a wonderful time exploring, learning, and laughing with my family. I feel grateful for the moments we shared, and I can't wait for our next adventure together. Good night, and I hope you also enjoy spending time with your family and creating beautiful memories. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember, keep listening and repeating. That's the best way to learn English. Don't give up. You are doing great. See you in the next video. Bye for now.